Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. So it is October 1st today, and as you can see I'm in the combine, and we are going to be testing the beans today. We're not going to be really doing much at all today, whether it goes good or not. Today we're just basically seeing what the moisture level is, make sure everything works on the combine and everything else. So yeah, yesterday I ended up mowing all of this. I don't think I got it on film, but yeah, so I'm gonna be crossing the river here. That's the only way we can get through to the fields with the combine, so I'm gonna put you guys down here so I can get across. Alright, so that wasn't too bad. The river is a little bit higher than, I guess, normal, at least this year. We did just get almost 2 inches of rain a few days ago. I think that was Wednesday was the last day of rain. Sunday today. So the river's still decently high, but if you're wondering how we can cross it, it's basically just because there's a layer of rock down, and really the river isn't that deep. It's only about maybe 2 feet deep at the max, when it's really deep. And it's not actually a river, it's more of a, that part of it is the creek, and it connects to a river right up there. So I'm just lining up here for the header. You can see here there's a little bit of yellow beans here. We're gonna skip that and just go start right about there, kind of where that patch of weeds are. And I believe we're just gonna cut straight up that way. And get away from these wetter beans, because we just want to try out the average of the field. We can always stay away from the edges for a little while at least. right, so we started, we made a half a pass, if that, and we noticed basically it's too wet. There's a lot of oblong beans in there, and we have a little tester down there, and it read 20.2. For those of you farmers, you know that is way too high. Soybeans should be about 13. 13 would be perfect. So yeah, way too wet. We were close to the corn, which is probably a little greener, or I should say wetter, but yeah, too wet. So we're shutting down for the day. So it's a Sunday today. My guess is we're gonna wait until probably Wednesday, or maybe we'll even wait until next weekend. But yeah, too wet to go right now. So I guess I will see you guys when we try it again. Alright guys, so it is October 5th today, and the beans should be ready, or at least close enough to be ready. They're gonna be drying down really fast, so we need to get them going as fast as we can, because they can be too dry, and when they get too dry, essentially the beans are going to be shrinking and we'll be losing yield. They'll also be getting a lot lighter, which impacts the yield. So we're going out to try it today. I don't remember what day we tried it in the beginning, but we hand tested some beans at the main farm and they were 11%. So even that is getting to be a little dry. So we're trying to get going here, and yeah. They're a lot drier. I think they could be better, but there's a lot more dust flying, going a lot faster than before. So this might go good. I'll wait for some stuff to get into the hopper tank, see how it looks. Good in the back. Not really any oblong ones. Go a lot faster without it growling. Alright, so we're combining. We made one pass around, and he's going to get a couple wagons, and we're going to pretty much go until we have them full. They're a little bit wet on the outsides, on the end rows, but towards the middle especially, they're a lot better. So we can blend them out, and that'll even out the moisture for sampling and make it a lot better. We did have to skip one row on the outside, you'll see there, and that's just because the outside rows for some reason always mature a lot later, so they're still a little bit yellowish, a little bit too tough, so we just skip that and we'll get it whenever it's ready. Alright, so been going for a little bit now, and I just emptied on my first wagon. And I don't know if I'd classify this as a problem, but there's a little gap right there, where there's beans coming out of the hopper, and it's significant enough to where we gotta fix it. There's enough beans in there coming out that can add up to a lot, so we're gonna figure out something to kind of fill that gap, whether we just bolt some kind of metal plate to it or just tape it. I don't even know, so shouldn't be a hard fix, but yeah, things have been going good. I can go about just under 3 miles an hour. Seems to be the sweet spot, and I don't know, I've been noticing it's some of the trash is kind of bunching up. This right here is pretty good, but I know there's spots where it's kind of balled up. I'm not exactly sure what that's due to. I'm assuming it's because the stalks are still wet, because the stalks are actually still fairly greenish, so that's my guess on why that's happening. But and then I didn't get it on film, but there was a skid plate, I guess you could call it, right on that corner, and it was pretty much shot, so we ended up putting a new one on. And you can see this was the first pass we made a few days ago, and it was bunching up like that, which it was doing last year too. And yeah, today it hasn't been doing it at all, so I'd say we fixed the problem. So I'll probably just empty off into this green wagon here, and then see if we can patch that little hole there. And then we'll probably go until we fill the wagons, and we might even get the grain cart over here to finish up the day. Alright, so got the little hole fixed, at least it should be fixed. We just used some of that aluminum foil tape, which should work enough. It's not the prettiest fix in the world, but it'll work. So that's all that matters. Alright, so as you can tell, it is getting fairly dark out. I got the lights on, and it's still feeding pretty good. We're probably going to be done fairly shortly here, because when the dew starts to set in, things get a lot tougher and harder to feed through the combine. So we'll probably make another round here when I get back to that end. And they'll probably be getting a little tougher by then. So, but otherwise, we've got 2 wagons full, and I've got 1 load into the grain cart. Not a completely full load, but it was a load. So things have gone good today. My little fix up there has been doing good. Really hasn't spilled out at all. So yeah.